Welcome to Wild Things, where the wild does exactly what it wants. Today, leopards. Stealthy, powerful, unpredictable. Ambushes, mid-air strikes, heart-stopping escapes. Let's dive in. An Impala ram moves down a steep embankment toward water. It doesn't know it's being watched. Just below the lip of the ridge, a leopard. Motionless, calculating. She debates the approach. Too risky? She lets him pass. Moments later, a second ram appears. This time, no hesitation. In a flash, she has him by the throat. Meal secured. But the real drama is just beginning. A lioness stands in a dry riverbed, scanning for prey. Camera pans left. A small herd of impalas grazing nearby. Alarm calls echo. They sense danger. The lioness slips into tall reeds. Then, we realize there's also a leopard. She's locked onto the same herd, stalking through open ground. One impala lifts its head, sees her. Alarm call. The herd scatters. The leopard bolts, but the distance is too great. They escape easily. Suddenly, a second lion breaks cover. The fleeing impalas run straight toward her. She strikes, pulls down a female in the reeds. Back on the ridge, the leopard watches from atop a boulder. She rises, scanning her surroundings. Smart move. The first lioness spots the kill and heads over to claim her share. The leopard doesn't wait. She sprints across the riverbed and vanishes up the bank. Not every encounter ends in bloodshed. A leopard eyes a chameleon clinging to a tree trunk. She flinches, unsure what to make of this slow-moving reptile. She circles, rubs her neck against the bark, marking territory. The chameleon inches toward freedom. Then, in one fluid leap, she's up the trunk, inspects the reptile briefly, decides against it, leaps back down. The onlookers laugh. The chameleon survives. Things are about to get tense. A tiny leopard cub climbs a tree trunk, settling beside its mother. She scans constantly, ever vigilant. Zebras graze nearby, but that's not what has her attention. A lion. The lioness abandons the zebra and heads their way. The mother leopard disappears into the long grass, drawing the threat away from her cub. She escapes, but the cub is still vulnerable. It finds shelter in a crack midway up the trunk. Two lionesses sniff around the base of the tree. Then, our worst fear. One starts climbing. She walks right over the cub, intent on stealing the leopard's stashed kill higher in the branches. A piece of meat drops directly into the cavity where the cub is hiding. Minutes pass, heart-stopping tension. Finally, the lioness gives up, leaps down. Relief. The mother descends from her hiding spot, looking desperately for her cub. It emerges. Reunion. They're safe. And just when you think you've seen it all, a small flock of guineafowl forages in long grass. Hidden to the right, a leopard, perfectly camouflaged. One bird senses something, moves closer to investigate. Chaos. The leopard explodes from cover. The birds take flight. Incredibly, she catches one mid-air before crashing into a bush. The bush cushions her fall. She lands with the bird secured in her jaws. Another hunter enters the scene. A large male lion prowls, alert and focused. Cut to a leopard feeding on an impala in the fork of a tamboti tree. The lion catches the scent. Fresh meat. Up in the tree, the leopard spots him. She knows the danger. He won't just steal the kill. He'll kill her too. The lion reaches the base of the tree, leaps up the trunk without hesitation, The leopard retreats into higher branches, hissing her fury. But the lion struggles. He's not built for climbing like she is. He dangles awkwardly by his front paws, almost comical. Eventually, he gives up. The leopard drags her kill higher, looking down with something close to disdain. The lion finds a scrap of meat on the ground below. It'll have to do. Not all predators work alone. A pack of African wild dogs feeds on a fresh kill. In the grass nearby, a leopard's head, barely visible. She rises, stalks toward them. One dog stops feeding, watching her approach. Then, she moves in, bold, aggressive. This is a massive male, thick-necked and confident. The dogs would be foolish to challenge him. But one almost seems to taunt him, lying down to continue feeding. Another dog walks nearby, unaware of where the leopard is hiding. Suddenly, a yelp. The leopard bursts from cover, teeth and claws sinking into flesh. The pack rushes in, biting at the cat, desperate to save their comrade. Outnumbered, the leopard flees. But the damage is done. The injured dog writhes on the ground, crippled. The pack chases the leopard up a dead tree. He watches from above, untouchable. They return to their fallen friend. There's nothing they can do. They must move on. Something rather unusual now. A leopard follows an African civet, a mostly nocturnal creature. The civet, focused on foraging, has no idea it's being hunted. The leopard stalks within meters, bemused by the civet's obliviousness. The civet crosses the road. The leopard follows. But as she hops through the grass, the civet hears her approach. It bolts. Only then do we realize there were two leopards, mother and cub. This next one, bizarre. Several crocodiles tear into a carcass. A male leopard circles, looking for an opening. He finds one, moves in. Something startles him. He jumps back, snarling. Forced out a second time, he circles again. This time, he tries pulling the carcass away. Too many Crocs holding on. Then, a hippo arrives to investigate. Nature's dinner party just got stranger. Our final sighting. A female leopard stands outside her lair, visibly tense. A lion noses around the granite outcrop where she'd been resting. She watches, waiting. The lion gets too close. She lunges forward, snarling viciously. The lion attacks, grabs her in his paws, throws her to the ground. But she fights back, claws, teeth, fury. She escapes his grip. And that's Wild Tings, where nature never fails to surprise. If you love these incredible leopard moments, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more unbelievable wildlife encounters coming your way.